Listen. Read and listen about the bees.
Listening 3.10. Listen, read and answer.
Honey bees are social insects. There are different types of bees: drones, workers, and queen bees. They live together in a beehive. The work in a beehive is divided between the bees. The queen is the biggest bee in the colony. She is the only bee that lays eggs. Sometimes a queen can lay 3,000 eggs in a single day. Can you find the queen in this picture? Worker bees are female but do not lay eggs. A colony can have 50,000 to 60,000 workers. Workers give food to the queen and babies. They clean the hive. Some workers build the comb and store the food. Older workers collect the food from the flowers and make the honey. What is the worker bee doing in this picture? People collect the combs from the beehives. They put the honey in jars and we eat it. Yum! Can you see the comb in this jar? Drones are male bees. They have very big eyes. Look at this drone. Look at his eyes. Drones don't collect food from flowers or work in the hive. But life isn't all good. When there isn't enough food, or when it's cold, the workers push them out of the hive and they die.
So now we'll move on to the page we're actually doing for today. Change the size of that a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, so here we have picture A, B, C, D, and E. In picture A, we can see the queen bee. How do we know it's the queen bee? It's the biggest bee, isn't it? It's the big one. Oh, it's got a crown on the head to show it's the queen. And around the queen, we can see the babies or the eggs. Yeah. And the worker bees, some of the worker bees who are taking care of the queen and the babies and everything. And picture B, again, it's the queen bee, lying on the sofa. Queen bee and a worker bee is giving food to the queen, feeding the queen. Picture C, we can see another worker bee.
Namking.
What Namking?
The worker is cleaning the hive.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, this worker is cleaning the hive or cleaning the comb. Got a sponge here and a bucket of water. Very good. And this one, picture D, we can see an older worker bee. Remember, the older worker bees go out to collect food from the flowers. So they're the ones that go shopping. Huh? And here we see Teacher Cam as a bee. Relaxing on what? Relaxing on an armchair because lazy, doesn't do any work. Has big eyes. The drone. Okay, so we remember that the queen and the worker bees are female. The drone is male. The queen lays eggs, sometimes up to 3,000 eggs in a day. There are about 50 to 60,000 worker bees in a colony. And the worker bees, really, they do all the work, don't they? Maybe that's why they're called worker bees. So they give food to the queen and the baby bees. They clean the hive. They make the comb. The older workers, they go out and do the shopping at 7-Eleven. Oh no, they don't. They go and collect food from the flowers, and they make the honey. And Mr. Mr. Drone here doesn't do very much, but remember, if there's a problem with the beehive, that there's not enough food, or it's too cold, then the worker bees kick the drones out, and then they die. So not all good for them. Right, let's listen to some speaking.
Listening 3.11. Listen and find.
Does it lay eggs?
No.
Does it give food to the queen?
Yes.
Is it a worker?
Yes. Does it lay eggs?
Yes.
Is it the queen?
Yes.
Does it clean the hive?
No.
Does it collect food?
Yes.
Is it a female?
Yes.
Is it a worker?
Yes. Does it make the comb?
Yes.
Does it clean the hive?
Yes.
Is it a worker?
Yes. Does it lay eggs?
No.
Does it clean the hive?
No.
Is it a female?
No.
Is it a drone?
Yes.
Right. Down here we can see how we could talk about bees. Tell me about this bee. It's female. It lays eggs. It's the queen. And here we have words that we could use. It's female or male, the two opposites. Female or male. Boy or girl. What it does, what the bee does, it collects the food from flowers. It gives food to the queen bee. It cleans the hive over there. It doesn't work very hard. That's the drone. It makes the comb, which is also the worker. It makes the honey, which is also, I think, the older worker. It lays eggs, the queen. It has got big eyes, is the drone. And here we have, is it a worker, the queen, or a drone bee? Right. So what I would like you to do is just try to think of something to say about these pictures. You can say anything that you can think of, anything you can remember, anything you know about the bees and their habits, and tell me. So let's start with picture A. Who can say something about picture A? As much as you can. Can somebody say something about picture A? Maybe there's a problem with the internet or something. Nobody's speaking. Picture A, we can see the queen bee. The queen is the biggest bee in the colony. And it's a female bee. She is the only bee that lays eggs and can lay up to 3,000 eggs in a single day. Right, who could say something about picture B? Who can say something about picture B? Next. Next. Come on.
Ava,
Ava.
the drone doesn't work.
A drone bee is a male bee that doesn't work. Yes. Another student? Come on, everybody, just say something.
Nudi,
Nudi?
the queen is bigger than the otter.
Nudi, try not to read to me. I could see you reading, but at least you're answering. Try to just think of something in your head, okay? Yes, the queen bee is the biggest bee in the colony. Good. The queen is the biggest bee in the colony. What does the queen bee do? Somebody answer my question now. What does a queen bee do? What do... Huh?
Namking.
Namking.
The queen bee laid eggs.
Yes, the queen bee lays eggs. How many eggs can a queen bee lay?
2,000.
3,000. Up to 3,000 eggs in a day. Right. What do worker bees do? Come on, somebody else answer now. What do worker bees do? They do many things.
Namking.
Wait, Namking, I'm trying to get other students to speak first. Just a moment, Namking. Come on, what do worker bees do?
Ava,
Afa?
the worker bees give food to the queen and babies.
Yes, they give food to the queen and babies. Namking?
The worker bee take care of the queen bee and the baby.
Yep, that's the same thing. Yep, the worker bees take care of the queen and the babies. Good. Next. Somebody? Champ, stop writing stupid stuff in the chat. I don't know what you're doing. Huh? Just writing ha 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 in the chat.
Okay.
Stop being stupid. It's a shame that you can't speak in a microphone like the good students do. Anything else? Somebody about worker bees?
Ava,
Don't eat delicious.
I'm not listening to you, Champ. Can somebody else say something about worker bees?
Ava,
Ava?
the worker bees clean the hive.
Good. The worker bees, they clean the hive.
Two.
Yes, Tul.
The worker bee collect food from the flower.
Flowers. Yeah, well done. Right. So just looking at the pictures, I mean, I haven't got my books here. My books are closed. All I have is what is on the screen here. No books. So I can't read. But just looking at the pictures, I can say bees are social insects. They live in a colony, in a beehive, honeybees. There are different kinds of bees. There are queen bees, which are the biggest bee in the colony. The queen bee lays eggs and can sometimes lay up to 3,000 eggs in a day, in a single day. The queen bee is female, of course, and then there's worker bees, lots of worker bees. The worker bees are female. There are about 50 to 60,000 worker bees in a colony, so lots of them. And they do many things. In picture A, we can see that they are taking care of the queen and the babies. And in picture B, a worker bee is giving food to the queen, feeding the queen. Picture C, we can see a worker bee cleaning the hive. They make the comb and they build the comb and they clean the hive and the comb, keep it clean. And picture D, we can see another job of worker bees. The older ones, they go out to collect food from the flowers and then they make the honey. And in picture E, we see a drone bee. Drone bees don't work in the hive. They have got bigger eyes than the other bees. And if there's a problem with the beehive, the worker bees push them out of the hive and then they die. Right. I'm going to give you a homework. Right, I'm going to give you a homework. It's not a very easy homework. Right. Turn to this page in your activity book. Thank you. Page 58 in your activity book.
88, teacher.
Sorry, 88. Thank you very much. Page 88 in your activity book. Here you have this picture of here, a bee, eggs. Here we see, look at his face, a bee making a comb. Here we see a bee cleaning, sweeping. Here we see a bee with a flower, and here we see a bee with honey. Now, I know in your book you don't have this picture, right? Correct? In your book you have this. Chamai?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a mistake in your book. There's a mistake in your book. You have this picture 2 times and you don't have this picture. So this is your homework. I want you, as a homework, on a piece of paper, just a little piece of paper, is to draw this. Okay? So you draw a jar of honey, and next to the jar of honey you draw a bee. Okay? About the same size as the other pictures, the same size. You draw honey and you draw a bee next to the honey. Okay? You don't have to draw this thing at the back, that doesn't matter. Then, when you finish drawing this, you cut it out of the paper and then you stick it in here. Whoop. Okay? You stick it over this picture. Not this one. This one. You put it there. Do we understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Yes.
just a little homework is to make this picture and just stick it in your book. And then it'll be correct. All right, so it's a little bit of a fun homework. It's not real homework. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's up to you. But I think it's fun to just draw this. You can draw the bee and the honey, okay? And then your book will be correct if you stick this picture in there. So that's a little homework for you. Right. So just for now, you imagine that you have this picture here. So you can put a cross over this one. You can put a cross over this one so you know that you've got to change that. It should be this picture. Right. Bees. Match, find the picture. So we say make the comb. And over here we can see in the picture, this bee is making the comb. So that's make the comb is number 1. All right. Right, clean, number 2. What is it? Who can say?
Clean the hive.
Clean the hive. And all right, it's a bit hard for you to say which picture it is, but it's obviously it's this one, cleaning the hive. Okay, so that will be. Do I have the numbers? No, I don't. That will be number 2. All right, so you can you can draw a line. Up to you how you do that. Draw a line. Clean the hive. That's correct, like Nam King said. Clean the hive. Yeah, and then you could you can just write number 2 in the box. Yeah, like that. Ooh, there we are. There's a number 2. Okay. Right. Number 3. Make.
Make honey.
Make honey, isn't it? Yeah, make honey. And that's the picture that you don't have. So you're going to have to no. Oof. Right, so you're going to have to right, first of all we have make honey there. Make honey. And make honey is this one here. So when you change the picture, okay, make the honey. So that would be number 3, the one that you don't have now. But when you do have this one, when you've changed the picture, this one will be make the honey, okay? That's why I wanted you to have just a little homework of changing the picture. Okay, so that one's number 3. Right. 4.
Lay egg.
Lay eggs. Nam King, you're shouting all the answers, and so that means all the other students now are not doing anything. Not that they do anything anyway. Don't shout all the answers. Please let other students answer. Right, lay eggs. Right, that's there. Lay eggs. Lay eggs is here, isn't it? So these are the eggs. So that'll be number 4. Right, so that'll be number 4. And then number 5, not Nam King, another student.
Kun.
Kun.
Collect food.
Collect food from the flowers. Right. So, yeah, you can collect food. There we go. So number 5 goes in there. All right. Number 5 goes in there. Five. Right, so that's that. So the only thing you have to do is to change this picture so you don't have the bee and the flowers 2 times. You have a bee and honey, okay? Really, it's the same bee. It's the same thing. The older worker collects food from the flowers and the older worker makes the honey. So it's just like at home, isn't it, eh? So these are the young ones. These are the young ones cleaning and making something, and then mums go shopping at the flowers and do the cooking, make the honey. They're like the mum bees. Right. We don't have time for this, so we will do this. We'll start with this one tomorrow because we've run out of time. Why do we run out of time? Because nobody's speaking, nobody's answering questions. It's wasting time. So wait a long time for students to answer questions. Time doesn't stop. Time doesn't wait for anyone. So we'll continue that tomorrow. Okay, so just a little homework to draw a bee and honey and stick the picture, put the picture in your book. Yes?
I draw finish.
Show me, where is it?
Here.
Put it in the camera. Let me have a look. Yeah, well done. Okay. Ava, have you done the picture? No, that's the same picture set. Ava, have you done a new picture already?
No.
Up a bit, Tull. I can't see very well. Up, back a bit. I can't. No, I can't. Yeah, I can see it a little bit, Tull. Yes.
Because
Nam King.
I draw small.
Hold it close to the camera. Closer, closer, closer. Yeah, closer. Oh, there it is. Well done. Okay, so that's how you do it. Yeah, good. Okay, well done, everyone. So see you all back here tomorrow. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.